Hey, welcome to my channel. This video is all about day geckos and some mistakes to avoid. Kind of a day gecko care guide. Overall, I think that these geckos, I have gold dust day geckos. I've also had electric blue day geckos. I really like day geckos, and I feel that they can be beginner friendly when it comes to reptiles. Because once you have a system set up in place, it's just about maintaining it and keeping a routine and a schedule, and it becomes pretty easy. I would think they're pretty low maintenance pets, but that doesn't mean that they can be ignored for a period of time or that they are easy, because really I don't think any reptiles, at least in my experience, and I've had a lot of different types of reptiles, I wouldn't consider any of them easy. But on the care of reptiles, I would consider these one of the more easier reptiles, but I don't think that they're in any way easy. Or maybe they're a little more beginner friendly. We can say that. So I'm going to be talking in this video about some of common mistakes with day geckos and how to avoid those mistakes so that these geckos can thrive and live a very long, happy, healthy life. So these gold dust day geckos come from Madagascar and the surrounding islands. They are very bright green. They are very colorful. I think they're one of the most beautiful day geckos. They have kind of gold specks in them. They're really pretty. They are active during the day, which I love. I guess hence their name, day gecko. So you actually see them moving around a lot in the cage during the day, especially when they get more comfortable with you. Whenever I have a new gecko, I don't see it as much in the beginning, and over time they get used to me and they get used to their environment, their surroundings, the routine, and they get more and more friendly. They stay pretty small, about 5 to 6 inches, so you don't need a huge enclosure compared to other animals, but don't keep them in a small enclosure. The bigger the better. So one of the biggest mistakes is improper enclosure setup. Using an enclosure that's too small, that is too dry, that doesn't have the correct lighting, and doesn't have UVB. Vertical glass terrariums are best. Vertical because they tend to climb up. Think about like a tree that they'd be in. They're climbing up vertically, not horizontally. They're not running on the ground. I like 18 by 18 by 24. They love height, not floor space. And one of the most important things is to have a temperature gradient. So this means that in the enclosure there are multiple different temperatures that they can move around to. So one spot that they can bask in that is hot and they get a lot of direct sunlight, a lot of direct UVB, and one spot that is in kind of in the middle, and one spot where they can escape to cool off. The basking around 80 to 90 Fahrenheit, and then the middle temperature around 75 to 80, and a cooler area, and especially at night the temperature will naturally drop when the lights go off, but no lower than 72-ish. You also want high humidity. 60 to 80%. So this may mean that you need to install an automatic mister or mist daily yourself. Also, keeping live plants will increase humidity, which I definitely recommend keeping live plants. And using lighting that has UVB. If you don't have UVB light, they will get bone disease. So I have, with my day geckos, I keep dart frogs in the same enclosure, and I find that they do really well together because they both have very similar requirements when it comes to their enclosure. They both like high humidity, and they don't interact with each other. They stay very separate. They both need the same type of lighting and temperature, so they are a really good pair. The second mistake is diet mistakes. I feed my day geckos both fruit puree as well as insects. Since I have dart frogs with them, they eat flightless fruit flies, which I think keeps them really healthy, and they also have their fruit puree, which the frogs don't touch. But again, this is another reason why I think dart frogs and gold dust day geckos are a really good pair, because of the fruit flies, which are the frog's main diet. So a common mistake is only feeding the fruit and not feeding the insects. These geckos are omnivores, meaning they need fruit and protein. These geckos can eat crickets if they are small enough, and they'll even eat some fly larvae but my favorite to feed them is the flightless fruit flies. And then for their fruit, I feed them Pangea. I also supplement the flies, so they are getting calcium powder and D3 powder on their live insects, as well as a multivitamin. A third mistake is to avoid signs of illness. This means you have to be looking at them regularly. You have to get to know their behaviors and their coloring, so you can notice warning signs. If you see a warning sign, you need to take them out right away so that they don't get anyone else sick in the tank. And you also need to try and get them better. Maybe take them to a vet if possible, or try and nurse them back to health. Some warning signs: if they are sluggish, slow, they're not moving the same that they had been in the past, they're hiding all the time, never coming out, they're shedding when they shed their skin, if it's often stuck, if their colors look really dull, or if they have suddenly lost a lot of weight. Most of these issues can be fixed if they're caught early enough. And most of these mistakes are avoidable or preventable if you have the proper enclosure. You want something that is the most like their natural habitat, so live plants, substrate that is bioactive. The live plants and the bioactive substrate will really keep the humidity in the enclosure where you don't have to mist every day. I don't mist every day. In the substrate, I have coconut moss, sphagnum moss, as well as leaf litter. This is what my frogs like, but the geckos also benefit from it because it holds the humidity and it's good for the plants. I have a lot of climbing structures, a lot of things that the geckos can hide in, under, around. They will get in every little crevice. They really like to have little spaces that they can escape to, that they can hide in. So give them lots of places to hide. Don't worry, it doesn't mean that you'll never see them unless they're sick, but giving them spaces to hide will make them more confident, will make them healthier, happier. My favorite plants are pothos. They are just super easy to take care of. They grow pretty fast, and they also help with humidity. They give really good cover. They are really good to climb on. The geckos love to lay on their leaves because they're pretty big. These geckos, I think that they are easier. They can be beginner friendly, but they are still delicate. They still need the right care. They need consistent care. You need to create a schedule, a routine of feeding, of tending to the live plants, of misting the enclosure. But these little guys can live 10 to 15 years. I've had mine now coming on to 7 years. Their care definitely does take commitment, just like all reptiles. Keeping reptiles isn't something that you jump in for a short period of time. Lifespans are usually pretty long. You have to be pretty dedicated, but I think they're a lot of fun and they are amazing to watch and interact with and see how they respond. They start to develop actually like personality. It's really cool. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for my other videos on a lot of different animals. And if you have any other tips or tricks or information to share about day geckos, leave it in the comment below, or if there's anything that you want to know more about, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
I'm willing to do anything to provide my dogs and cats the best life possible, full of love, joy, harmony. I believe my animals are worth it. I remember wanting to provide the best quality of life and becoming overwhelmed with diets, products, training tips, and everything else, feeling frustrated, helpless, overwhelmed during challenging behaviors, to now living a peaceful, trusting partnership with my dogs and cats. I tried to understand what my animals needed, which was impossible without understanding their emotions and energy. I am now using these tools and practices to transform relationships with dogs and cats into ones that are synergetic, where we work together and listen to each other. I honestly believe that dogs and cats are here to help us be better human beings. Are you ready to take your relationship with your animal to the next level? Form a bond built on mutual love, trust, understanding, and respect. Invest in your pet's peace, happiness, and quality of life. Enroll in Synergy, heartfelt alliances between witches and their familiars. A guide for witchy dog and cat guardians. Merge with your animal's energy and collaborate to manifest your desires while increasing the well-being of both you and your animal. Pets are more than just animals. They are spiritual beings with unique personalities and energies. Do you love your dog and want to live in harmony with your dog while understanding their needs and emotions? Instead of feeling frustrated or overwhelmed by your dog's behavior, improve your relationship with your dog and help them heal from any physical, mental, or emotional issues. I offer a unique combination of positive reinforcement training methods with energy healing techniques, animal communication, and tarot. Receive a personalized action plan created by a certified dog trainer and animal communicator. This package is perfect for anyone who wants to enhance and enchant their life with their dog. Don't miss this opportunity to get this amazing package. Apply now and get ready to create a magical relationship with your dog.